and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Welcome back if you're coming back again. That's just awesome. So what I'm doing today is I'm having a sort of an extra craft kind of thing. That's what I call it. I know this looks like a mess right now, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is, it's got good bones. This, you know, it's just going to be a little playbook. But I'm going to cover it with fabric on the outside, and then I'll do the inside with some paper. So I thought I'd bring you along with me and show you how I do these. Like I said, it's just a little playbook. I'm not expanding the I'm not actually thinking either, so my, you know, spine. I'm not expanding the spine. You can take the spine right out and put your bigger spine in and, you know, do whatever you want to do. But I'm not doing that today. I'm going to cover this. And like I said, I thought I'd bring you along with me. It's just a simple, you know, this is really good book board. So I thought, well, why not use it? Use it, use it, use it. This is just some felt, just a cheapy felt. It's, you know, it's fine. So I'm going to use my my bookbinding glue to put this onto this, and then I'll put the fabric on top of that, because it keeps you from having glue marks on your fabric, and this gives you a little bit of extra cushion. It's like it's a quilted playbook, huh? Anyways, that's my thinking. I hope you guys are having some fun crafty stuff. I just had an idea and I got the mood to do this, so I thought, well, okay, that's what I'm doing today. I will make a video on that. I like to play, and having a good playbook is really a good thing to do. Playbooks are really handy. I call them playbooks, okay? Playbooks are really handy in that you can do anything you want with them. That's my whole thing of, I can do anything I want with that, right? It's not supposed to be stressful or anything, just fun. You're using up stuff that you maybe have laying around your craft room or whatever, and then you put stuff in here. You could use it as an ideas book, or like I said, just a playbook. Now, I'm not being real careful about smudging the glue around on this one because, like I said, this is the cushion and it won't show through this felt. So I can glob the glue on there any which way I want and it'll be fine. It'll hold it down good, and it won't give me glue marks because I'm going to put fabric over top of it, right? So yeah, like I said, easy, just doing fun, easy project today so that I can have a little playbook and put some of these new ideas in. You don't even have to decorate them or anything. It's just a playbook, like I said, just putting stuff in. Put your ideas, put your whatever else, you know. If you just want to simply play one day, that's okay. Let me get my, get my roller. Now I'll have to let this dry because this glue doesn't dry like immediately like Cosmic Shimmer or Art Glitter Glue. It takes a minute to do, but that's okay because it dries soft. It holds permanently, but it dries soft, so it lets things still move around and not be all funny about things, you know. So I like that about it. Come along. It's trying to stop up on me. I don't like that about any glue. Okay. now. It's a thing. We've had weird weather, and you know, I think also when you get closer to the bottom of the bottle of glue, it gets stopped up easier, or at least that's something that I've found that happens. I don't know if it happens that way for other people, but that's what I found. Okay. Yep. All right. That is the beginning of a really fun playbook, right? Now this felt I'm just going to cut off even at the edge of the book, because I'm not going to fold it over. That would be way too much bulk. So I'm going to put something heavy on this and let it dry, settle into itself. And then I'll come back and show you what I'm doing next. I may trim off the edges first, because I mean, it's just trimming off the edges, right? So I just wanted a little bit of cushion so that this would, you know, be there. And when I put the fabric on, I'm not going to glue it onto this. I'm going to glue it underneath. I'll show you in the next little bit. But this is the beginning of my little playbook. I hope you guys like it. If you have some fabric or whatever, this is just a great way to use that, and to you can use this on any journal, a big old fancy journal, or a little journal, or playbook, or whatever. It's just, this is how I do it, okay? All right. I'll be back when this is dry with the next part of the video. See you in a sec. Okay, next. All right, I've got the felt on there, and I'm going to put something to cover up this, you know, because ew. And they don't always look pretty when you take the stuff out of them. That's okay. We cover it up and make it look pretty. So I'm going to cover that up, and I've got my fabric here that I'm going to put on the outside. So I'm just going to wrap it around. Put that in, put this on, and then I'll start working on the inside panels, right? So I'm going to start from here. I'm just using my, whatever I have in here. It's either art glitter or cosmic shimmer. I don't know. I'm just going to use this because it'll do a quick grab. And I'm going to do the inside of it first, because that's the, I don't know, the part you have to mold in, right? So, yeah, you just want to get this part in there, and then you can work with the rest of it. That's up, okay. All right. Or that's the way I'm doing this one. There's plenty of ways to do this. Lots of ways. I'm sure everybody has their own way of, you know, doing stuff and stuff. Okay. I had kind of pressed it in there to kind of give it a little bit of the shape, right? So pre-pressing sometimes helps, sometimes doesn't. Yeah, you just go with it, you know. But yeah, you want that in there. Just yeah. Just to give it a good shape for your spine, right? Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and glue this part. Making sure I get all my edges really well, because that's important. Put extra glue where you think you need it, right? Not a problem. I didn't use the double stick tape because I just thought that would be an extra thing that might get in my way of getting this down. When you're in the spine, things can get a little bit, I don't know, complicated. So you just want the least amount of things to argue with, right? That's the way I feel about it anyways. Okay. Yeah. So there's that side. Now we're going to get onto this side. And of course I'm going to cover this anyways. I just want that little bit of extra, and I want it to be smoothed out because this didn't come out as smoothly as I would have preferred. Sometimes they do. They come out just great and it's easy, and sometimes they don't. And that's okay. You just work with it. And so once you get this down, you just press it really good. It's the, I don't know, sometimes you can be a little bit lax on pressing things, but with this you really want it pressed as good as you can, you know. Yeah, I'm probably going to put this same fabric down the center just decoratively, you know, but I wanted that covered, and while I'm putting this on, that'll have time to just, you know, behave itself. So let me see, make sure I've got this sort of centered and all that kind of thing. Plenty to fold over. Yep. Okay, so I'm not going to be real crazy particular about this. I want it to come over and hold on real good, right? But it doesn't have to be perfect, because it's going to be, the inside panels will cover this up. So I mostly want to just get it down. Yeah. Excuse me. And then let it dry. And I'm not gonna try to put glue or anything on the felt part. It doesn't have to be that way. So I'm just gonna do the edges. Excuse me. Gosh. Now, as I said before, there's a lot of ways to do this. This is just the way I'm doing it this particular time, right? Excuse me. You may watch a video of me doing this another time, completely different, but, well, maybe not completely different, but very different. I do them different. Sometimes I want them this way, and sometimes I want them that way. It depends on what my future plans are, really. Because if you're gonna cover this with fabric on the inside, that's a different story. I'm not going to. It's gonna be some of my digital papers that I'm gonna use, right? Gosh, excuse me. Okay. Now that we've got that together, nice. I'm always double checking myself because, I don't know, I just do. Okay. Now, look, you don't have to do it this way. This is the way I do it. You can do it lots of ways. So I just, you know, this kind of reminds me of back in the old days when I used to cover those large photo albums. I don't know if anybody else has done that before. I used to cover the large photo albums and, you know, make them a padded design on there and all that kind of stuff. It was, I don't know, it was a fun thing to do. And it was really pretty. So there's that. But yeah, I enjoyed doing that. So that's kind of how I'm doing this one, is the way I did those back in the day kind of thing, you know. It's okay. We can, you know, use our crafting skills in different ways at different times in our lives. Or I do anyways. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done so that we can move on to the next step, right? Yeah. And anything that's extra, just trim it off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So yeah. I'm just taking the corner pieces out of this, so it's fine. Some people are very serious about you have to, you know, do that slant and do the... You can do that. I've done that. I've done it lots of times. But this particular time, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to explain myself or excuse myself or something. I don't know. It is what it is. So there you go. So there. It's not difficult. It just is what it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use this little book as a, like I said, a playbook. It's going to be some of my fun digitals from the Homemade Journal. And put some fun stuff in it. Have just a cute little book, right? That's the goal. Okay. All right. Get that on there. Squidge it in good. Yep. Okay. Yep. All this is going to be covered up by the panels. I have plans. So it doesn't really give me grief that there's anything hanging over right now. I just want this to be covered, and it's really nice. It's padded, it's soft. I mean, it's a hardcover, of course, but it's padded, so that's nice. That gives it that, I don't know, plush feeling. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna pause and get some things trimmed up, and then I'll come back with the next step. Okay, so I've trimmed things up and tacked the rest of the loose bits in here down with the glue. No, you know, just a little bit here and there to hold it flat so nothing lets loose. So what I'm going to do now, and I'm not going to do the whole thing in front of you because I know paint drying is not, you know. But I thought I'd show you my next step is I'm going to put this lace so that it's just peeping out just a little along the edge of this book. And so when I put the inside pieces in, it'll be over the edge of this. And that'll just be peeping out between the two, right? Hope that makes sense. Eventually it will. I hope. So this is the way I do when I put lace on. I just give it a good bit of glue, and then I start somewhere. I don't usually drop it all over the place, but you know, there you go. my hands are better than they used to be. They're not still as good as they used to be before the thing happened. So anyways, I drop things sometimes, I guess, was what I was trying to explain or excuse, whatever. Yep, it is what it is. I have to accept myself how I am and be patient with myself. That I had to learn. I guess we all have to learn that one, huh? Just, get a little more glue in there. You want everything to be stuck down really, really good. And this is a thing where you have to be patient, for sure. Because when you're doing this, sometimes you have to re-stick it, re-glue it, but it's worth it in the end. You have a really beautiful component to your book. And it's good to hold things still and keep it steady. So like I said, I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I wanted to show you how I start it and how I do the corners. I've had people comment that they had trouble with doing the lace and they would have so messed it up and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that kind of thing. It's not I don't think you can really, really mess it up. I mean, if you do, just take it off and do it over. That's what I would do. But you lay it down patiently. It takes time, to do that. But once I get to the corner, I never start on a corner, okay? Because I want all my corners to look sort of alike-ish, right? So I start off from the corner. And you can start anywhere, along a straight edge, right? Then I go all the way down, straight down to the corner, and get that glued down. And then I start here and come up through here. I just want to give myself that turn. Wow. Okay. So that I can turn this around. This is the trickiest part for me because of my hand coordination, but I think it would be tricky. Yeah, it would be tricky any which way. Okay, it just is what it is, right? So this just needs to go down, and if it doesn't want to stay down, give it a little more glue, because you've got fabric, and this is a crocheted lace that I'm using. And something like this helps just to hold it still, while you're working on it, and you don't accidentally pull it back off, right? So then you go up just like I did on the other side and go on around and do that corner again. Now if you didn't catch how I did the corner, that's okay. You can rewind me and I'll tell you how to do it again. It's pretty simple though. I mean, you just get there, turn your corner, squash it down on itself, and then move on. Okay. All right. I'll do the rest of it off camera, and when I come back in the next video, we'll be putting in our inside pieces, our panels, our fabric down here, because I want this fabric here to be sort of just covering the spine a little bit, decorative, and I might put some lace on it too. I don't know. It's a thing, right? So yeah, we've got good progress going. Our little playbook is going to be so fun. Now see how that's just going to peek out the edges? How cute is that? Okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys are, crafting along with me, having fun. I hope if you didn't already know about this, I hope you're, going to give it a try. It's not hard. It's a little time consuming, but it's not hard. And actually, it's kind of relaxing. When you're putting lace on there, you're just concentrating on this and you're letting everything else go, right? So it's kind of relaxing. It's a crafter's way of doing a mandala or something, It's peaceful. Okay, I'll quit, being silly. You guys take care. Oh, and please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. TTFN.